finding that your life is just rather monotonous while you're living with illness? When our daily activity is restricted, we often miss out on rituals, not just the big ones such as weddings, but it's also the little one, personal rituals such as celebrating the end of the working week with colleagues, or getting that special cup of coffee in the morning, or going to watch your sporting team. Rituals are important because they're a break in the sameness of day-to-day life. So when we lose our rituals, particularly when activity is already restricted because of illness, then life becomes greyer and more monotonous. So if we're missing out on rituals, can we make our own? Well, fortunately, the answer is yes. And although it may hurt and be really tough to miss out on a big ritual, it's actually, we know from research, it's the little day-to-day bursts of joy that are most important for our happiness. It's about creating small, frequent rituals. So what makes a ritual? Actually, it's very simple. A ritual's really got two elements. The first is that it's something regular associated with a day or a time of day or an event. And the second one is that it's special and celebratory. And your brain very quickly learns to associate an event with a ritual. Anybody who's got a dog or had a dog knows how quickly they learn the signal for a walk. And our brains are actually much the same. It's very easy to create and establish new rituals once you think about it. An event or even a doctor's appointment, a tradition that develops between parents and children. And then we saw that glorious one during COVID lockdown where people came onto their balconies and hit and beat on things to make an extraordinary noise. And it was celebratory despite the situation. So let's first talk about personal rituals, the ones that you can do for yourself, by yourself. And often these can be taking something that you already do and make it a ritual by associating it with a time or an event, and then also making it special. For example, an easy one to do is to create something around a meal or a drink of coffee or tea. Maybe make breakfast a celebratory start to the day, perhaps using a special bowl or a special cup, or maybe if you can get out of bed, sitting somewhere that's relaxing and calm. You might like to do something pleasurable at this time, such as catching up with social media or reading the newspaper or journaling or even planning your day. And if you find a particular day difficult, for example, if you're not working, Monday can sometimes be really tough and quiet when everybody else has gone to work. Or on the other hand, if you're working, you may find that Wednesday evenings are tough when you're struggling to get through the work week. Then these are good times to create a ritual. If you wake up early, maybe sitting on a balcony with headphones listening to your favourite music as the sun rises can actually be a celebration. That is so much better than feeling grumpy, staying in bed annoyed that you've woken up so early. Other personal rituals may be as simple as picking a flower every day, wearing special clothes on a Friday, checking what your sporting team has been up to at a particular time, or just checking on plants you're growing, or even vegetables. One of the things we tend to forget about are radio programs. There may be a special program that you like, or perhaps a weekly podcast that you enjoy listening to that you could turn into a ritual. With on-demand TV, we've now lost that sense of ritual that we used to have when watching our favourite TV programs. But you could create a regular time to watch a TV program that you enjoy, whether it's a movie or a sports event. Another sort of ritual is taking a photo every day or every week out of your window. It could be of a sunset, or it could be the street or a plant, but just something that you do once a week to record changes. You could also take something else that you're regularly doing, such as meditation, and make it special. By doing it at the same time, by wearing your special meditation clothes, and doing it always in the same quiet spot in your home. Once you start to think about rituals and how you can bring them into your life, You'll come up with your own unique ones that are special to you. And it's about having fun and slowly exploring what works for you. It's not about suddenly doing 20 different rituals, which would then become a task and would lose the specialness. Just slowly exploring and see what works and let your rituals evolve. And just a note, this, as always, is an informal chat about some things that could be helpful to you. It's not a personal medical treatment that you would get from your doctor. So far, I've been talking about personal rituals, but many of our rituals are ones we do with other people where we get a sense of connection. So how can you have a ritual when somebody isn't there with you? The key elements are much the same. Making it regular and associated with a particular time or day or event. And secondly, making it celebratory and special in some way. For example, you could watch something together with a friend. It could be a movie or a sporting event, or even listen to a radio concert, while at the same time chatting to them about it on your phone. And this works really well with special events that are often televised, such as New Year's Eve fireworks. Similarly, you can actually have online game sessions. Yes, there are video games, and that I think is a whole different experience. But all the old games that we used to play, such as Scrabble or Cluedo or Monopoly and trivia quizzes, are now available online through apps so that you could play with a friend at a regular time each week. And with all of these, you could again dress for them to make it special or eat something special. And you can also create new rituals that are suitable for you and that you can manage with your family or with people who visit your home. It's the same principle, make it regular and make it celebratory. It can be as simple as having people round to watch a movie, or having a potluck meal on a certain night when people bring food and you don't have to cook. Some of the things that people used to do before TV actually make great rituals, such as games nights, which might include something like charades, or board games where you use your special rules, or even a music evening. And as well as the usual celebrations such as Christmas, it's fun to actually create your rituals around other times in the year, such as the solstice, which is Midsummer's Day or Midwinter's Day. Here in Australia, there's now a trend to celebrate Christmas in July. Or you could more simply just celebrate spring with the first flower on a special plant. I hope these ideas have prompted you to think about how you can make your own rituals in your life to add some joy and to break up that day-to-day monotony. And if you can share your ideas and experiences with rituals in the comments below, I would be really interested to see what you're doing. And it would also help other people to get a sense of how broad the potential of rituals are. And if this video has been useful, please like it and share it so that other people get to see it. And please subscribe if you'd like to be notified about new videos. And a final thought, candles do a lot to make things special.